So many of you asked me how to do underpainting. So today I'm going to do a quick one. I'm using speed paint. So this came from Army Painter, but you can use any kind of speed paint technically. And then you take a miniature, just any miniature. I've dry brushed it already, so that means I did a little bit of dark gray, black of course as a base coat, or at least as a spray paint, and then work up to a little bit of a higher highlight. And then you're just going to take the speed paints. The way that it is, just take two colors that you enjoy. I'm taking light pink and dark purple because I want to have a little bit of a lighter look, and I want to have a little bit of a darker look. But it also looks good if you take a warm and a cold, so that means red and blue, by instance. Something like that. And then you look, where do you want to have what color? Right, I'm choosing to do the lightest places with a bright, and then the darker places with the dark purple. Again, this is not needed. It is just brushing on the speed paint in this case. That's why I undercoated it and then did the dry brushing with the light so that it kind of works up nicely. And just slap on the paint, you know, just let your brush do the work. Just throw it on there. It doesn't really matter where and how. And then you take the other color. See, I don't clean my brush or anything because I kind of want to have that transitional space idea. And then you just start to slap on the dark purple. And as you can see, I'm just slapping it on. I'm not being too worried. I don't really care if it's not exactly, you know, highlights and that kind of stuff. It all doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. Just make sure the entire model is actually drenched almost in a color. And that's it. That's all you need to do to underpaint, you know. And then if you've done it right, you get something like this. You know, you get a little bit of lighter, a little bit of darker, you know. And that's then your palette where you're going to start off from. All right, hit the subs, hit the like if you want to see how I'm going to progress onward, because I'm going to do more shorts. And yeah, see you guys later.